Show.
Thanks for following the Big Dumb Fun Show online at BigDumbFunShow.com.
Hey, thanks.
You can call us, 888-832-7561. If you're a band and you've got music you want to have us play on the air, you can submit it by sending an email to info@BigDumbFunShow.com.
And a check for $75.
Todd, Hugh, and Amanda in from Nightwatch.
Nightwatch! Yeah!
The flagship show of Jackalope Radio. I said that on a post. That's pretty much accurate, right?
It is pretty accurate,
The
yeah.
flagship show. And Amanda, you produce it, and you're also on the show? You chime in every once in a while,
comic
right?
relief and the blamer.
People that blame for problems.
Yeah.
Why was that phone call dropped, Amanda?
Yeah.
Todd enjoys giving her a hard time.
Good. You got to give somebody a hard time.
It was an accident soundbite. And
Yeah. It was an accident from Jack Nicholson. Things like that. But at least we can spell, most of us on the show, and our producer can't. So,
what are you talking
fantastic.
about?
well, she can spell a little.
What are you talking about?
But when she gives me people's names that look like they're upside down and sideways, yeah, that's always
Maybe I
fun.
wouldn't do that if you weren't being mean to me all the time.
I'm on the air going, Jimmy,
It's like, oh my God, from China. Oh no, Steve.
That's right. That's it.
It's gonna be on there.
I turned it upside down. It worked.
You can hear Nightwatch Tuesday nights on Jackalope Radio, jackaloperadio.com.
I'm supposed to tell you hello from PC, from Parachallenge Radio.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, she called in.
Parachallenge.
Said
We
hello.
Gnurk called in and talked with them not too long ago.
Yeah.
And gave them the old howdy do. And
How do you do?
And of course, any of the I've mentioned this before on the staff page. Like, anybody's always welcome to come on the show if they want to come in and talk about kind of like their show and what they do. We'd love to have them and talk to them.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, well,
You may get some troublemakers.
yeah, well, that's all we do business in.
We'll bring
the
Tim in
troublemaker.
here for you, and Tim
Yeah.
will bring along some stuff. He always brings like some really horrible whiskey.
Hey, if you can smoke it or drink it, we're all for it. Right?
And he's all like, son of a bitch, I have a big foot and a smile. So, yeah,
His show is uncensored, I would assume.
Yeah, it's scary.
You got a nice little mix of some folks who just go crazy with the uncensored
On the
stuff.
Savage Saturdays, yeah.
Yeah, it's just nuts. Us personally, we got to where we're just like, we can communicate all of our ideas without having to go that route, and really opens up markets when you do that. How many places can you hear Nightwatch now? Like
438 stations worldwide. Yeah.
You should be arrested. That's too insane.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
How do you get apparently emails from all over the world? We got a couple voicemails we still need to play, but every once in a while you'll get one. You're like, oh, they're listening to us in Eugene, Oregon.
Yeah,
like it's very odd. Do they still surprise you now? Or
I do. And during the hospital stay, I got over 25,000 emails.
That's insane.
That was crazy.
Those are just
I'm
people
sorry about
wondering
that.
when the shows were going to be up.
When are you going to post my show, dude? I mean, I know you're having surgery and everything, but...
But I know you're checking emails.
Yeah, I know you're checking emails. You responded to my friend Roddy.
So,
it was.
well, tell us about that.
all over
What
the place.
happened? You were routine stuff? Did you faint? What's going on?
Oh yeah, I
what happened
fainted.
with the
That
old
was
ticker?
it.
You
no,
fainted?
no. I had a heart attack, quadruple bypass surgery.
Did you know it was a heart attack, or
Oh,
you
I
like,
did.
oh, I'm feeling kind of weird? Or,
No, I didn't know. At the time, I was watching a movie called The Raid, which is a martial arts film. Comes
Nice.
out tonight, actually,
and that gets you pumped up.
on Blu-ray. Yeah, well, I guess it did. I thought, actually, it was, sometimes after you've had a meal, you feel that gas, underneath your ribs. I thought that's what it was. It was hurting, though.
Like, oh man.
Then it went down my arms, and I just started kind of freaking out in the movie theater, and I just kind of finished the movie, and then went out and went to work that night and wrote a song.
You're such a movie lover.
that's-
You're like, screw the heart attack. I gotta see the end of this.
No, that's not the worst of it.
What's the worst?
It goes to the
I went to the emergency room.
Emergency
The next
room.
day, though, I went and recorded stuff for Jedi Superstar that night, too, after the heart
You
attack.
didn't go to the hospital for
No.
24 hours.
You're like, I'm having a stroke here, but you know what? I gotta lay down this track.
That's right.
Face is all sideways.
and then once
What a-
once they tell him he's had a heart attack, he says, "Oh, I need to go home
said, "I'll be back."
and feed my animals first."
I said, I'll be back. They said, you can't do that. I said, I got to keep the station rolling. I got to talk to Amanda, get her to take
Yeah.
over the station.
I'm
And
too busy to die right now.
That's right.
Come back to
and
me
I
later.
got to feed my animals.
So
It worked for
now,
me.
when we talked with Amanda, and it was so great that you picked up the phone because we had no idea that you were going to have you be there, and because you're so busy with everything that you're doing. But so we talked with her, and apparently at that point in time, when you were admitted, it was you had a choice. You said they can put a Band-Aid on it, or they can do, is it quadruple? or
Yeah,
triple, quadruple bypass surgery, and that you had to kind of debate: do I want to kind of
come back in 2 weeks?
Do
or,
a Band-Aid on it, or do I just want to get it done and all that stuff?
Well, actually, by the time we got around to figuring if that, I didn't have a choice anymore because they figured out they couldn't get the splints to work because there was too much damage to the arteries that they had rotted.
The shunts?
The shunts, that's it. Yeah.
They'd actually put stents. They'd put stents in your
we don't. None of us know what we're saying. But yeah, that's exactly what they were going to do. But they said
shunts
it would take so many.
Coming this fall to Jackalope
That's
Radio.
right. That's right.
Shoots and ladders.
Shunts and stents. Hey, I'm Shuns.
Well, they tried to do that initially. Then they put those in, and
no, they thought about it, but they stopped as soon as they got in there, and they said, "Well, this is kind
of a lot more.
Yeah, this is
like
worse.
A lot more work to be done.
Looks like you've been wearing a lot of leather.
No. Is it all the barbecue you've been eating? What did
No, it's actually it was a genetic issue I had. They kind of dried up and kind of messed up and crackled and
see, that was a weird thing. We're like, a tall, skinny dude, you know. Like
I'm I'm a nerd. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I've never done a drug in my life. So it was weird.
For the record, we'll say that. Yeah,
it's true. Unfortunate, and everyone gets mad at me. You should have. God dang! If you're going to be here anyway.
Well, and so, but you were given at the time. It was a choice.
And I said, yeah, I'm going to have to do this.
And my
go
thought
feed
was,
my animals.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to go feed the rabbit. And no, but my thought was just let's just get it done. You know, you're otherwise it's going to be just hanging over you. Like,
of course, I didn't know I was going to be in there a month.
Yeah,
they told me it was going to be just a few days. We'll do this, and you'll be in here a few days afterwards, recovery. Mm-hmm. But then they actually cut my lymph gland, and they had to do a second surgery.
Ugh.
Yeah,
not good.
Laparoscopic or
like
whatever
you were still
that.
bleeding internally.
Yeah, it was like this fluid, this viscous
like
fluid stuff
coming out of his chest tube out the side.
Was it secretly liposuction?
I wish it was, but then again, I would really be in trouble.
No, so when they went back in the second time, like they nicked a lymph node. And
and they had to go repair it, and then they couldn't repair it because it was just in such a hard place. So they had to get down in there, and they had to use all these different kind of tools. They had me under so long that I was starting to get delusional, man. I was starting to think I was having an NDE, you know. I'm in there going, I need to call Art Bell. I'm having a near-death experience over here because I started seeing all kinds of crazy stuff. I was
Were
in there
you?
You weren't awake during the surgery.
No, but the thing was, I actually woke up, and then they put me out, and then I woke up again because I was in there so long.
Yeah, anesthesia, they can't.
It just kept coming and going.
Just keep pumping it in.
Right.
You have to come back for them to put you back down.
Put back. And so the weird thing was...
Do you remember waking up?
Yeah, that's the weird part. And
You saw the light, and then it turned out to be the lobby.
Fluorescence.
Right. It was like, hello, who's that person? Am I done? Am I ready to go? But I wasn't, so...
All right, well... let's talk more about that when we come back. Plus
okay.
all the other
I want to
stuff
talk
that's
about Hugh being a Scottish person, too.
We'll talk... Hugh is Scottish?
Yes.
All right. We'll talk about other revelations coming up and why Chris, there's another host of the show, it's not even here. We'll talk about Chris Weisbach.
That's right. He got abducted.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's really going to be good radio when he comes back.
Yeah.
Maybe he's probed. We'll find out all of that when we return tonight on the Big Dumb Fun Show with Nightwatch.